What's up, guys? Jacob here, making another video. This is going to be the recap of the 4x4x48 challenge, okay? As you know, some of you guys know, I just completed the 4x4, and essentially what that is, you run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. This is a challenge that comes from David Goggins. I started Thursday night, and I finished Saturday, late afternoon at 4 o'clock. And the experience was crazy. Just to go over some stats, of course, I ran 48 miles in 48 hours. I slept for a total of 6 hours that entire time. I stretched probably more time than I spent running, and that's very important. I might make a video just talking about the importance of that. I burned over 10,000 calories. Unfortunately, I probably only ate about 5,000 calories because it was really hard to eat. It was really difficult to get the food in, and having a really full stomach or having like a messed up digestive system, I guess, can really, affect how you're running at the time. Let's see, I ran over 190 laps on a track. I chose to do it all on a track, basically. One, because it would help with the impact. I was kind of dealing with shin splints before this, and they were not an issue whatsoever, so that's really good. And then two, to have to run 190 laps around a track, that's a beast in itself. That's a mind game. I did it all without music. I did it with a partner a little bit on some of the laps, but most of the time it was just me running laps around a track. 16 total laps, 12 different times, okay? So, that was a beast, especially at 4 a.m. when it's pitch black and cold and windy and raining, and you don't want to be there, and you just have to run 16 laps. It was quite the beast. But let's see, on top of that, yeah, that was about it. Like I said, I spent a lot of time stretching. My hydration was probably the most important thing. I was drinking a lot of water. I was drinking a ton of coconut water. That was probably the most key thing. And I was eating a bunch of raw honey. After and before almost every run, except for like the 4 a.m. runs where I would fast, I would have a spoonful of raw, pure, unheated honey. And that was the driving force. That was something I got from Jesse Itzler when he did this running challenge. He ate a ton of honey, and that helped me get through this for sure, okay? But that's kind of a look back statistically on what happened. But real fast, I want to read a couple of entries to my journal, okay? I didn't spend very much time writing because I was so consumed with what was going on. But I did write 2 pages, one on April 18th and one on the 19th. So one with 8 miles left, and then one after I had finished, okay? And they kind of, speak on the same notes, but I just want to share this idea, okay? So April 18th, 2020, 4x4x48. Right here it says, I have 8 miles left in this journey. This experience is all felt as if it was one day. The runs feel the same, the sleep feels the same, the body, the mind. Although it changes and becomes more difficult to find, it stays the same. Maybe this is a lesson that no matter what you seek out, what you try to achieve or attain, it all feels the same. The battle is always you against you, and being on the winning side is always a choice. A choice to be great, a choice to have, a choice. 4x4 complete, they don't know me, son. That was, I put that in 8 miles later. And then April 19th, I wrote this today. The days are, all blurring into each other. April 19th, 2020, Sunday. The power and connection to God I have right now is strong. The presence that exists in this moment, there's nothing else but right now. That is what the 4x4x48 showed me. Every 4 miles was the same. Every moment between was the same. You either connect to the present moment and accept the power of God, or you reject the present moment and lose that power. The 4x4x48 was great. It was hard, but it was nothing. It was nothing at all with the power of God. Next up, next practice. And then I wrote what I'm going to do next. I'll put that in a different video. But, just to elaborate on that idea, on that last idea, the 4x4 was great. It was hard, but it was nothing. And leading up to this 4x4, I was thinking about how hard this was going to be, and everyone's telling me like, no way, like I could never do that, and all of these different things. And what I realized is that you know, once you find that zone, like I said, you don't want to get high. Once you find that zone, you find that balance, you find that connection, that present moment awareness, and that strength that comes with being, then everything feels the same. You know, like people would ask me at mile 20 or mile 40, like, how do you feel? And they all felt the same. You know, and I think, yes, that had to do with my training and my preparation and how much I was stretching and stuff. But, you know, like I said, the you against you, the winning, to be on the winning team is always a choice, right? And the biggest thing for me that made it all feel the same is I made the choice to stretch after every run, no matter what time. I made the choice to stretch before every run, to activate my muscles before every run, to make sure I was staying hydrated, to make sure that I put those things as the most important, right? I could have probably slept more. I could have eaten more, but my choice was to make sure that I stayed flatlined, that I stayed connected with, you know, the power that is inside of me, the power of God, the power of being, the power that all of us have. You know, and like I said, it all felt the same. And right here I said, no matter what you're trying to achieve or attain, it all feels the same, you know. And this even goes back when I had my clothing company and a collection would go out and it would be successful. You know, like you think you'll just have this feeling of joy and accomplishment and this is what I'm supposed to do and blah, blah, blah. But it all feels the same. Whenever you commit yourself to something and you stay focused on it and disciplined on that task and you win and you accomplish and you achieve it, it all feels the same. Yes, it's good. It's way better than, you know, anxiety and depression. And I think one way you get rid of anxiety and depression is you work really hard towards something and you have discipline towards something and you eliminate the things that you know are bad, like bad food and, you know, watching too much TV and playing video games and all these different things. But you know, whenever you work hard towards something and you accomplish it, it all feels the same. And what that feeling is that connection to God. And like I said, you know, I felt it after today. You expect the next day, all of a sudden you're just, you know, you're just fueled. You're just empowered. You just, you know, oh, I just completed this challenge. I can do anything. And it's like, yes, that exists. But it's still. You know, it's not this fiery rage that's sending you forward. It's stillness. It's something that's been there the whole time. And, you know, that's the main thing I want to share. I'll talk more about, you know, the training and the preparation that went into this in another video. But the main thing that I want to share is, you know, it all felt the same. And it's something that I felt not when running the 4x4. It's something that I felt not when running a marathon. It's something that I felt not when running a clothing company. It's something I felt just by making the right decisions every day and choosing to stay connected to God, choosing to stay connected to the present moment, choosing to stay connected to life. And so, you know, doing something like this is a great reset. It's a great challenge for yourself. Was it hard physically? You bet. But like I said, it was nothing. It was nothing. When I was done, I was like, that was nothing. Because when you stay focused and when you make the choice to be on the winning team, when you make the choice to stay connected and in the present moment and to do the things that you need to do, then it seems like you can do anything. And so, you know, that's my lesson from this, is that when you stay disciplined and focused and connected to life and you put in the hours and the hard work towards making something happen, then maybe you can do anything, you know, and maybe, you know, maybe my challenges in the future will be much larger than this. I hope so, right? They will be. So, you know, that's my note for this, is that when you commit, when you stay connected, nothing is hard. You have it. If anyone else has done it, you can do it. I promise. And so, yeah, that's what I have to share. Stay connected, stay disciplined. Thank you guys again for the encouragement. Thank you for everyone that came out. Thank you for the comments on Instagram, the likes, the text messages, the DMs, whatever it was. You know, the encouragement through this was awesome. And the people that inspired me to do this, David Goggins, Cameron Haynes, Krista, Austin Thomas, you know, everyone that's going out there and just living life to the fullest, those are the people that inspired me to do something like this. So thank you to those guys. Thank you to the people that, you know, gave me fuel and encouragement during it. You know, that definitely made the 4 a.m. runs a lot easier. But, you know, it was a beast. But like I said, it was nothing. You could do it too. if you want it. All you have to do is decide, commit yourself, prepare, train for it, and you got it. Okay? Thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I'll make another video going over the science preparation. I'm definitely going to make one over like the activation, muscle activation, and the stretching that you should do whenever you run, and then also the hydration and stuff was super important. But you know, this one I wanted to get deep as always. Okay, so thank you guys. Yeah, have a good night.